Hey guys, today I'm going to show you 4 banjo chords that are really simple to play, but they're also standard chord shapes, so they're beginner friendly, but they're not necessarily just for beginners because everybody uses them. And if you don't know what a chord is, it's basically a certain combination of notes, and different combinations make different chords. For example, the G chord is made up of the notes G, B, and D, and the open strings of your banjo are tuned to those notes, G, D, G, B, D. So if you strum your banjo open, that's a G chord. This is a C. This is a D7, and this is an E minor. And if you're not familiar with these being used on banjo, usually they're used with either rolling or vamping. And I'm sure you've heard these on a guitar if you're brand new to the banjo and haven't heard it a whole lot. Usually they're strummed on a guitar. But on a banjo you would usually do rolls like this. So I'm going to show you how to play these 4 chords, how to do the fingerings, and also how to keep them clean to where there's no buzzing. Then I'm also going to show you some exercises so that you'll be able to play them without buzzing and you'll be able to do smooth transitions. And before we get started, I just wanted to mention that if you like this sort of content, please consider leaving a like on the video and maybe subscribing to my channel. That really helps me out a ton and I would appreciate it so much, so thank you. Okay, since your open strings are a G, you already know that one, so you know the G chord. So we're just going to go right on to C. And to fret the C chord, I'll put a diagram up there and then I'll also show you how to do it. You'll put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, your index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, then your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. And then a way that you can practice that is you don't have to pick the strings yet, try strumming it. Also, make sure you can pick each note individually with no buzz, like this. If there's buzz, it likely means that either you're not pushing down hard enough or your finger may be too close to the fret. Also, you could be hitting a string with one of your other fingers. For example, your middle finger could be touching the 3rd string a little bit, causing it to buzz like. Make sure you've got room there so your middle finger's not against it. So your exercise, just strum it. And after you get comfortable with strumming it and it's completely clean, try doing a pinch pattern. And a pinch pattern is just 3rd, pinch. A pinch is the 5th and the 1st string together, so. And then try moving the pinch. Each string you hit, do 3rd, pinch, 2nd, pinch, 3rd, pinch, 4th, pinch. So just practice it like that. And then you can also practice the rolls from my rolls video. I'll link that in the pinned comment below, so check that out if you don't know your rolls yet. But you can also use your rolls for these chords. And the next one is a D7. This one's often used to give kind of a bluesy sound to a D. And I'll go ahead and show you 2 different Ds. One is often referred to as the Scruggs D. The D7, that's the first one, will be your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. So picking all strings individually, starting at 5th, sounds like this. Okay, so try doing the pinch pattern variation that I just showed you with this chord. Okay, and then the Scruggs D will be your index finger at the 2nd fret of the 3rd string and your ring finger at the 4th fret of the 4th string. So it'll sound like this, all strings individually. These are both used very often, so try doing the pinch pattern variation with that. And here's the last one, it's an E minor. The way you play this one, and a good way to remember it, it's identical to the C, except you'll let your index finger up. So the strings individually will sound like this. So it's middle finger at the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and ring finger at the 2nd fret of the 1st string. And like I said, super easy way to remember it is it's just a C chord, same thing, but you let your index finger off. So try doing that pinch pattern variation with this one. Okay, and after you've practiced these chords individually and gotten fairly comfortable with them, you can try making smooth transitions. Do this as slowly and as smoothly as you need to, and remember to stop buzzing. Either put on more pressure, move away from the fret a little bit, and make sure that your finger's not touching any other strings. So starting on the G chord, do that pinch pattern. Switch to C. D7. E minor. And then you can alternate. You could do the Scruggs D instead of the D7. Just change it up and make sure that you get used to all of these. It'll feel kind of weird at first if you haven't been playing them long, but they will get a lot more solidified in your fingers and it'll be so much easier after you do a little bit of practice. So yeah, if you're buzzing, it's most likely because of one of the 3 reasons I mentioned, so just pay attention to those 3 things, it'll likely fix it. If there's buzzing no matter what you do, then there's likely an issue with your neck, so you'll need to check with someone about your truss rod, or check out a video and make those adjustments yourself. So yeah, just practice these chords as much as you can, and then if you haven't learned rolls yet, be sure to check out my rolls video in the pinned comment so that you can start learning those and combining that with the chords.